I saw him play in high school, and he was one of the finest young players I had ever seen. He played the right way. I think he respected his teammates. He was a consummate team player, and the fact that he was 6'11" and mobile didn't hurt either.
Danny Manning was one of the most prized high school recruits in the country. In the fall of 1984, Manning began his career at Kansas. By the time he left 4 years later, he had become the leading scorer in KU history, and no one ever grabbed more rebounds.
That's unique. I mean, to this day, I've never played in another gym with as much enthusiasm, electricity in the air, as much love as the fans at the Fieldhouse give us. I mean, that's an awesome feeling.
Larry Brown's 1986 Jayhawks appeared to have no weaknesses. Along with Manning, they were led by point guard Cedric Hunter. Calvin Thompson and Ron Kellogg were deadly long-range shooters. 7-footer Greg Dreiling dominated under the basket. Their sixth man was Archie Marshall, who had all the talent and promise to become a star. Game after game, they took on the country's top college programs. They beat Louisville, North Carolina State, Kentucky, Arkansas, then Louisville again. And they rolled to the Big 8 Conference Championship, losing only once. At the end of the regular season, they had 31 wins and were ranked second in the country.
But I think that probably was the most talented team I've ever been associated with on the college level, and from top to bottom was as gifted as any team I'd ever been around. And night in and night out, I think that team played up to its potential as much as any team I've ever been associated with.
The Jayhawks advanced to the Midwest Regional Finals in Kansas City.
We're talking about Barry Fordham, number 40, who is defending right there.
But the Jayhawks ran into trouble. With 2 minutes, 21 seconds left in their semifinal game with Michigan State, Kansas was behind and running out of time.
He'll shoot two. The clock is not operating right now. Dreiling tips it up. Kellogg gets it off the glass and in. The clock is not running. And Judd Heathcote is going to raise some men. The clock, there must have been 35 seconds that ran off.
Kansas trailed by 6 with less than a minute to go, but the Spartans could not hit their free throws and left the door open.
And Kansas with a chance to tie. Calvin Thompson. The tip is good. They're going to overtime.
Michigan State never recovered. Kansas won in overtime, then faced North Carolina State and Jim Valvano to decide who would advance to the Final Four.
There's the hook. 75-67, Dallas, here
it comes. Duke was ranked number 1. Kansas was number 2. They had been the 2 best teams all season. With 8 minutes to play, Kansas had the lead and the momentum. Archie Marshall's basket gave Kansas a 6-point lead, but he suffered a serious knee injury on the play and was lost for the rest of the game. Duke battled back and won the game in the final minute. The Jayhawks ended the season with 35 victories, the most in school history.
I think if any team deserved to win a national championship, that team probably deserved it as much as any.